Hello and welcome. My name is Reese from Waypoint, and this is an overview video of the Dear B2B portal. Probably the best place to start is with a definition of what is B2B. Well, B2B stands for business to business, and it works in a similar way to e-commerce platforms. It enables you to set up a private location of which your clients can access to have more of a direct relationship with the purchasing of their stock from you. So this enables them to do things such as review price lists, check stock availability, and also manage and view their previous order history, enabling them to easily reorder products. It essentially is a one-stop shop for them to directly lodge sales with your inventory platform and can be customized accordingly. Now, at the moment, we're currently on a page which is waypoint.dearportal.com. This is our demo environment. Now, this could be yourbusiness.dearportal.com, or you can even have it hosted on your domain name as well, so it can be directly found on your website. We've got a login screen. Now, I'm pretending to be a client at the moment. So what I'll do is, as a client, I'm sent an invitation from the business, and I can then use my credentials to sign in to this private space. So I'm going to log in now. Now, this should look fairly familiar. What this is pretty much displayed like a standard e-commerce platform. I have my logo up here. I can search products. I can see how many items and the cost in my cart. I can navigate into different categories of products. I've got a big splash banner here displaying my company's current promotions and call to actions. And these can act as links to products, URLs, wherever you want them to go. I then got a list of products down here of which I can add to cart. You notice here I can see stock availability and price. And down the bottom of the page, I get all things like additional information pages. I get my account details and our contact details, including even social media links as well. Up the top, I can see things like my favorites that I've favorited as a client. I can see the current currency I'm operating in, and I can go in and make changes to my account. So the basic way this works is like a standard e-commerce platform, but it's for your private customers, enabling them to have that direct sale functionality. So what happens here is it retains their pricing information and discounts that they have available on their account and automatically applies it to the orders that they're processing. So let's navigate through and showcase a few of these functions, understanding that this is just one demo scenario we've set up here, and via the customization tools I'll show you later in this video, you can make sure that this matches your branding and your functionality as you envision it. So for here, we've set up a liquor store which sells beer, cider, and a few other little products. So if I wanted as a client to see all the beer products, I could select it here, and it would then load in all my beer product here. If I then wanted to filter by particular tags or other functions, I might only want to look at the kegs. I can filter here. Now, because I have the stock availability displayed on the B2B portal, I can see that this is currently out of stock, and I can limit these privileges, enabling or disabling my clients from being able to add items to their cart that are out of stock. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to open up a product, like let's say this 6-pack of cider. I can select view. And on the product page, I get information such as the description of the product. I get any discounts that are currently applicable for the product. I can see stock availability. I can see the price of the actual item. I can add them to cart. And I can also press the star on any of these icons, and that will add it to my favorites, enabling me to quickly access all my favorite products to reorder them as I see fit. So let's just add some products there. Now, what I can actually do here, if I navigate back to this, is I can always add things to favorites via this screen here, and I can add things to cart as I see fit, straight from the thumbnail view as well. Now, some other things to be aware of as far as a client management side is that I can go in here into my account, and I can do things such as viewing all our shipping and billing details, and I can edit and change these, and this will automatically be updated in their Dear profile. I can do things like changing passwords. I can even hide prices, so I can just work and place orders without seeing prices. I can get a list of all the orders that we've actually placed. I can produce the invoice again, and I can even quickly reorder as well. I can export a list via time periods and export that to CSV if I need to manage those. But I can do things such as quick orders, which enable me to see a list of products to quickly add these to the cart and do this quite quickly. I can do things such as bulk orders, which look at product families. So these are products that are related together. So this means that I've got these beer coolers in this example, which come in large, small, and medium, and come in both blue and green. So let's say I want quite a lot of the large, but small isn't selling well, so 2 of those. 5 of the medium, and this is just in blue. But let's say green is selling really well, so I'm going to double that. This enables me to quickly add in bulk those items that are product families with those variations seamlessly into my order. So the other area here is price lists. This enables a client to go in and see price lists you may have already set up. So they can look at, for instance, all my beer products, and they can export that price list to a Excel format, PDF, or a document format. And this enables them to print that and produce that price list. The great flexibility of this as well, because it's connected directly to your account, you may create some variations of price lists that your wholesalers or clients will need. But they can go in here and using product categories, brands, and tags of products can build their own. So if they want to do a price list featuring only products by of the brand Beer Co, they can create this here and produce that as they see fit. So great flexibility, giving all the power into your client's hands. So the other thing here is when we get into things like cart management, and to showcase that example, what I might do is quickly get this product here, the keg that is out of stock, add that to the cart. Now navigating to the cart, we've got a few different options here. We see things here where the products are collapse that are related together. So our beer coolers, which we have a total of 36 products there, have all the different size variations. And I see a total quantity there. I see things like the discount scenarios. I see here the pricing. And I've got products here. Each line enables me to add inline comments to the products. Fantastic. And we've also got where products are out of stock. If I didn't want to create things like back orders for this order, I can simply press the delete out of stock items, which will look at the products, in this instance the keg, which we had no stock, and simply remove that from the order, meaning that I'm only ordering as a client products that can be fulfilled straight away. I can apply any coupon codes that might be active on your Deer account and have them apply as a discount rule onto my cart. I can continue shopping, but of course I can go to checkout. Now the checkout is great. It actually pre-fills with all their account details, but they can go in here and actually modify any of these as they see fit. And you can set up all your payment and delivery methods so that these have to actually be entered or maybe different from your standard e-commerce fulfillment and payment options. We then have the confirm order, which is great, where they can enter in things like their purchase order details. They can add notes to the entirety of the sale. And this, as soon as they actually do this and they confirm order, is lodged directly in your Deer inventory, enabling you to act on this straight away. So that's a lot of what the client sees, or what the client can see in one example of the B2B portal. What I want to show you now is where this can be fully customized. So I'm going to navigate to back into the Deer inventory, and here I am in the integrations section. I'm going to navigate to the B2B portal. What we're seeing here is all the B2B portals set up. Now we only have the one demo portal, but you may actually in some businesses have multiple different ones. Let's say for instance you wholesale to a large group of companies and they get all standard pricing and standard terms and everything's all fine. But then let's say you get a a big company like Maya, for instance, and they have a lot of purchasing power, and you set up a custom relationship. And let's say you want to limit or their products that they have visibility to. Let's say you want to customize the branding of their portal. You might even want to have custom emails, etc. You can actually do that by having multiple different portals for those unique experiences. But for a lot of people, a single portal should be sufficient. Now you can get an overview of this here so you can see how they're performing. You can see sales and customer information and get a few totals. But what we're going to do is go into the settings area. We're going to go here for the demo and showcase some of the flexibility you've got here. Now in the first panel here, the setup, this showcases a bunch of the rules and dynamics and the automation that happens behind the scenes. For instance, doing things such as allowing back ordering. Not allowing back ordering would mean that products that don't have stock availability won't be available for ordering. You can do things such as hiding images in shopping carts. You can do things such as setting for product families. So if you have small, medium, large, and there are variable prices of those products, you can showcase that it shows a range from this price to the maximum price, or perhaps even a minimum price. You can choose product layout and lots of different customization to make this your own. You can set up your links for those social medias. You can set up your different shipping methods and whether they're active and maybe charges related to them, payment terms, and of course your custom domain. But where the magic really happens is setting up things like appearance, where you can customize the branding to ensure it's consistent for your company in quite a lot of areas throughout the system. Moving there, you can customize what the user experience is. You can change what is in the navigation bar, whether they separate products horizontally by the categories. Perhaps they separate by things like brands across the top of the page. You might then create filters on the vertical side, where I had filtering different packs of beer, different cases and kegs. You might choose to separate that by brand in that side, so you have different filter options. And this is where you can create page elements. We saw that big promotional carousel there. You can have multiple images linked to different areas. You can have things like banner groups and menu and catalogs. You can set up multiple different page elements via different defaults and different parameters. The other thing you can do that goes along with those page elements is things like content pages, where you can go in and create whole new pages on the B2B portal that you can customize either using rich text or HTML to display information about your company or website. These get set up with some default information, but of course you can create whatever pages you might want to have hosted on that B2B portal. The other area here is you've got some email templates that you can customize so that wording is set up for the invitation they receive to the B2B portal. And this even uses merge fields, bringing in customer name and whatnot against the email. Now this is just showing a few email templates. With the new notifications function inside settings, you can even set up alerts and customize those related specifically to B2B. So let's say when an order is shipped from a B2B sale, that an email goes out to that client letting them know of that information. All this stuff can be customized. And then of course the catalog, very, very important area where you can customize exactly what is listed within that B2B portal. And you can even set things like minimum order points for products. The other area here is where you set up dynamic price lists so that they can have those to just click and produce those price lists. And you can set these up by all the dynamics you're used to via the price list function. You can then manage all the different invitations that have been sent out. You can, of course, revoke membership as well, but this enables you to manage those throughout the system. And of course, even though your sales are coming through straight to your sales channel, you can go into this sales area here and filter specifically this sale information coming through from your B2B portal. Now, of course, there are far more options and customization in the back end than we have time to go through in this quick little overview. But hopefully just seeing the large amount of functionality gets you excited that you can actually customize the B2B portal to be on brand and to work for the wholesale or direct client relationship access you want to provide your clients. That's been an overview of the Dear B2B portal. If you have any questions, reach out to us at Waypoint. That is wearewaypoint.com, and we'll be happy to help.